Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over my weekly stock picks for the week of March 28th through April the 1st. Before we do, just to make sure you remember, not a financial advisor, make sure that you do your own research before investing. Also, if you find value in today's video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. So other than that, guys, let's dive right on into it. Alright guys, so getting into the weekly stock picks, we had no stock picks this past week because my laptop was all jacked up and I couldn't even make a video about it. So there's no recap of last week just because there was no video last week. So here we go. My picks for this week are Tesla, EEENF, and MULN. Tesla has had a nice run and then had a little pullback last Thursday, Friday, but is holding pretty strong at about the $1,000 mark. Okay, so we're going to look at that on the charts, and I'm going to tell you why I think that's a good sign moving forward, and we'll take a look at the charts and break down where it could go in my opinion this week. EEENF should get some type of PR coming out this week. Hopefully that should shoot it up past the 3-cent mark again. I don't know how high it's going to go, but I think for swing play purposes, for sure it's an interesting pick for this week. It also comes with some risk, however. I don't know, it can definitely go either way. So make sure instead of stop loss on it. And then MULN, I think, is setting up for a nice little swing as well. On the watch list is, of course, ZNOG, because if ZNOG hits, I think it can maybe hit 10.5 cents and then start making its way up and recovering from there, maybe to 12, 13, even 14 cents some point this week. And of course, if no news comes, then it'll fall back down. But if they get any type of positive news, of course, it'll send it probably anywhere to 20 to 25 cents minimum this week. But without any news, it can still start making its way back up, because about 10 cents is where a lot of people are eyeing this as a buying opportunity. So it can put some buying pressure on and raise it up several cents. And then by the end of the week, if there's no news by like Thursday, then you can cash out on it, take those profits, and wait for it to dip down again, because that's what will happen. So those are my picks for the week, guys. Let's take a look at the charts and let's see what they're telling us. All right, guys, so taking a look at Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, and we've been we shot up all the way from 750 all the way to about 1043, and then we've just been kind of hovering around this point here. We still are kind of overvalued on the fib level, so it makes me think that we could see a little bit more downside. However, if you look here, we're on the MACD, we've kind of separated our lines pretty decently far apart, and there's not a whole lot of volume on the selling side of things. And even if when there is increased volume on the selling side, you're not seeing these huge red candles. So there's kind of somewhat holding steady at this point. If we can get break above 1010 here on the open on Monday and stay above and start kind of ticking back up and cross over from bearish to bullish on the MACD, then this thing could possibly test 1100 in my opinion this week, which makes for an interesting swing. Even if it pulls back down to like the 970s, I think we could easily come off of some news and slingshot above and still test 1100. As long as we stay above, even on a big pullback, as long as we stay above 873, we're in good shape, because that's where the red SMA line is. But I think that this one makes for an interesting play this week, because we've seen a big run up and we have a lot of momentum now that we've crossed that red SMA line. Next up is EEENF, 88 Energy. We talked about this in one of my videos about how this would be the key support level if we bounce off, and we did. So 0.0262, we bounced off. Now we have a green Doge candle, so we'll see on Monday. If we come out and get a buy signal here, we're going to come through, I think, sometime this week and bust hopefully through 0.029 back to 3 cents. But without any type of news, it may just fall back down. So I think that this is probably an interesting buying opportunity for some people. However, you want to be careful, because if it spikes up back here, it can easily, off of no news or even with news, pull back down and go lower, because you see now typically we're looking at higher highs. Now we're looking at making some lower lows, and so if we can't get above about I'd say a little over 3 cents, maybe even 0.032 cents, then I think we could see some more downside on this one, unfortunately. But I do think it makes for an interesting play for the week for sure. For a swing, I would just set a tight stop loss on about 5% on it, just in case it does go south. So we're going to check out MULN. Had a decent little run up. We crossed over the red SMA line, and now we're going to take a look at where a good buying opportunity may present itself. So we're getting close to that red SMA line. We've seen a pullback. We've been bleeding out for quite a while. I think that we can see some buying pressure coming in and retest at $4 mark, which would make for a good swing play because it's currently at about $2.35. I would wait for a green Doge candle and then a green candlestick with a buy signal before getting in, and also set a stop loss on it before getting in, because it could continuously come down. But just based on the indicator here, we're almost undervalued. We've been bleeding out for a while from our bearish pattern. I think that we're going to cross over into bullish, and I think that $4 would probably be a decent price target, or even $3.92, $3.95 from its current levels there. And then last one, guys, Zion Oil and Gas, ticker symbol ZNOG. We've been ski sloping it down again ever since we hit about 18 cents, but we've been bleeding out for quite a while, and we're almost at that 10-cent mark, which makes me think that people are going to come in and start buying around these levels, because it is a decently decent opportunity to potentially double your money if you think about it, because every time it touches these levels here, what happens? It shoots back up to almost 20 cents. You see here, it kept consolidating around 10 cents. We got all the way to 30 cents. Fell back down here, got back to about 30. Let's see, fell back down to 10 here, came all the way back up to 20, and now we're almost at the same exact spot here. So for those of you who are looking for an interesting swing, it just may take a little bit of time, maybe a couple of weeks. I think it'll pop to 20 again. Even if it's off of no news, I think you can get it to about 13 or 14 cents just off of people buying from these levels here. So I also want to show you the Benzinga stock chart, the March Madness stock chart. I did not make a video on that yesterday, so I want to update everyone on it. All right, guys, so looking at the March Madness chart, we're taking a look at Tesla, Ford, Apple, Amazon, and Pfizer, Moderna, CEI, and AMD are your ones left standing. So we're going to go ahead and take our votes now. Taking a look here, I'm going to go ahead and vote for Tesla over Ford, which it looks like 75% of people have voted there. I'm going to go, ooh, this is a tough one. I'm going to go ahead and go Apple. Actually, no, I'm going to go Amazon. I'm going to go Amazon, which, ooh, Apple is actually in the lead right now, it looks like. Let's go ahead and go down here. I'm going to go Moderna over Pfizer. And then I'm going to go CEI over AMD, which it looks like 96% of people are voting that way. So we'll check back. The semifinals will be March 31st, which will be Thursday. We'll check back to see which of our picks made it to the semifinals, and then we'll check out and see who makes it to the finals and wins the whole bracket. My estimation is I think Tesla's going to win this whole thing, but you never know. We'll have to wait out and see. So that's all I got for you this week, guys. Let me know your thoughts below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.